Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move. I'm Scarlett Fu with Nora Melinda, and we're joined now by Bloomberg News managing editor for the Bloomberg Markets live blog, Christine Aquino, and the big daddy of AI is Nvidia.
That's right, Scar. And it's making quite the comeback this morning or this afternoon, because this morning it was definitely down. So Nvidia, ticker NVDA, those shares are now up more than 2%. And, you know, we know that Nvidia, when it's the tide that basically lifts or sinks all boats, and it is currently lifting all the boats because along with Nvidia's rebound, of course, we see the S&P 500 also up. It is the biggest contributor to the S&P 500's rally at the moment, and makes a lot of sense given just the size of this stock. Now, everyone, of course, is going to be looking forward to the earnings next week. That is going to be after the bell on Wednesday. And of course, the big focus there is, again, whether they're going to be able to deliver beats for both their third quarter fiscal results as well as their fourth quarter guidance. A lot of focus going to be on demand for the GB300 chip, as well as how much they're spending in CapEx, particularly with hyperscalers. I mean, we saw that rising $27 billion in the second half and $90 billion for 2026 in terms of projections. And so, yeah, a lot of focus on how much more funds they're going to be deploying to really develop AI capabilities.
Yeah, I mean, I was just looking at a story earlier on the Bloomberg terminal that was talking about just the volatility being priced in right now in the options market heading into Nvidia earnings. As you mentioned, just a behemoth. It is the Super Bowl IV market. So it's definitely interesting to see how the effects of the Nvidia earnings will definitely play out and ricochet into other sectors.
You know that it's part of the culture and part of the zeitgeist when people are holding watch parties for Nvidia earnings, which was happening a few years ago when, you know, Nvidia's results shattered all expectations of, you know, what it can do. And people were saying, oh my gosh, like this is the new gold rush, and you know, people organizing parties, cheering when the numbers came out.
Do we know if any are happening next week?
I don't know.
If anyone
any invitation, let us know.
Yeah, we'd love
we'll
an
send
invite.
people over and report live from it. What else are you watching?
Also looking at Walmart today, right? So that's been in the news because of a CEO change. So Walmart ticker WMT, those shares down just a little bit today. So down 0.2%. So pairing some of its earlier declines, and probably just investors trying to make sense of what the CEO handoff means, right? So Doug McMillon is going to be retiring in February. He's going to be replaced by John Furner. They are very much cut from the same cloth, though. Both of them have been longstanding Walmart employees. They both started as hourly employees. Wow. They're both lifers. McMillon has been credited as somebody who really transformed Walmart as a digital powerhouse, particularly when it comes to e-commerce businesses. And so, you know, I think the question really for investors is Furner going to be able to build on that success and maybe even extend it, evolve it, right? And, you know, given that they have consistent performance, they have gained in market share and are maintaining that for the most part, it's really just a question of what Furner can do to build on that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at what analysts are saying on Wall Street for Walmart. We have 46 buys, so about 95% of the street says buy the stock, and only one saying hold and one saying sell. So it seems as though there is some optimism here on this company. Lastly, what else are you looking at?
Looking at Nike, Nora, today. So Nike shares ticker NKE. So those shares extending declines. They're down more than 3% now. So they're in the headlines for a number of reasons. Today, it is because they're apparently ending an initiative that gave employees an extra week off each year to promote mental health and wellness. So it's their annual wellness week, which started in 2021, has been held each year in August, but now no more weeks off for wellness, which I have to say is quite generous, right? A whole week off for wellness sounds amazing.
Wait, so wellness is back? I mean, people are not having mental health issues anymore?
I don't know. Maybe they're like, we don't need this anymore. But apart from that, I mean, Nike has had a mixed week as well, right? So it got upgraded at Wells Fargo to overweight from equal weight, but then 13F filings also show that some companies cutting their positions on the stock. It's set for its biggest rally since late July, but it's a multi-year downtrend.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.